Hi, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. I am David Rose, serial entrepreneur and the CEO of C Level Global, author of Overcoming the 15 Categories of Rejection. And I'm here to take you into phase four, video four of the 8-part series of the Renaissance Philosophy, which is going to help you bolster yourself, your organization, ride through the troubled and turmoil times we have and position yourself to be substantially stronger down the road. So, quick recap. We started off when you did your assignment of re engineering your plan. Then you energized yourself and the people to get ready to carry out this plan. Last, just yesterday, we talked about nominating the champions. And I gave you an assignment which once you've administered that with your folks, then your stakeholders, the groups, friends, family, etc., then you're going to take a week to analyze that now. But let's talk about what you'll do once that has occurred. This is applying the integrated selling service, part four. And as I mentioned to you in the last video, this is usually where people just want to jump right in and they think, I need leads, I need marketing, get me some people who are going to spend some moolah. So that doesn't work. You have to set yourself up in your business and your organization and your people before you're really able to do lead generation. So here's what I want you to know. When it comes to applying an integrated selling service, this is where you're really creating a system, a machine to make this happen. You don't want it to be ad hoc, stopping, starting, stopping, starting. You need this to be consistent, and I'll talk about what that means. So I want you to focus on the term. It's my terminology. It is modes to market. Market are the people, so you'll want to think about the psychographics and the demographics of these people and the customer profiles. You can learn a lot about that if you go to my website and look at my blog, clevelglobal.com. But let's bypass that and focus on the market, the people that you want to get to, and the modes are the touch points to them. Some simple example of the modes are phone calls, picking up and calling the people that you want to do business with, your prospects and your customers. There's cold calls, which you probably hate because it's like picking up the 1,000-pound phone and you don't have that kind of strength to do it over and over and over. Well, too bad. Do it anyway. And those who think cold calling is dead, you're going to die in the attempt to make a successful business. It won't work unless you can learn to cold call, make warm calls. Those are much better, but do both. And follow-up calls. You need all three. But the phone is a mode to market. Newsletters are a mode to market. Emails, one-offs, are a mode to market. Email campaigns are a mode to market. And guess what? An often overlooked mode to market is voicemails. Yeah, it's okay to leave them. Not every time you call somebody, but sometimes. Consider that your commercial, your targeted message in front of your target audience. It's a great mode to market. Social media, mode to market. Things like LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, you name it. Those are important modes to market. Webinars are a mode to market. Video calls and videos such as this are a mode to market. There's many modes to market, a lot. Here's the key. I want you to build your system. You're applying an integrated selling service for marketing and creating lead generation into 7+ modes to market working together, meaning that you're not outsourcing or doing some sometimes or having some people do a few every now and again, but doing them on a regular basis and doing 7+, having them work together, simply meaning where they play off of one another. Where on a phone call you mention, hey, did you get my thought leadership piece I sent you via email, or did you see what I posted on social media? And then you'll invite them perhaps to an event you're going to hold when we can do events again. Events are modes to market, but not something we can do at this current point in time, obviously, but you'll tie them all together. So you have some modes to market working now. probably not in a consistent format, and there's some that you want to have working. But the whole trick is to getting these modes to market working to generate targeted leads. Now, here's your homework assignment. There are 8 things I need you to do in this homework assignment. This will occur once you have concluded the phase 3, the nominating the champions. But I need you to go ahead and start preparing for this while you're analyzing the data you're going to get back from your stakeholders from phase 3. So 8 steps in this. First, I want you to list out the current modes to market you're using. Think about them, list them, study them. Make sense? Easy. Then I want you to decide on the modes to market that you want to use, the ones you want to deploy. After that, I want you to involve your champions, get the people involved, get their feedback. This might change some of what you're doing now and some of what you want to add. Bring these 3 steps together, and then you're going to need, when you touch people, reach out and touch the market, you're going to need content, things to say, maybe things to show them, or videos, or what have you. So in part 4 here, this is where you develop your content machine. All the content which you'll send out to the market, some of it may be internal content you use to educate and train your people to prepare them for this. So content machine is key. And in part 5, I want you to schedule a calendar for yourself, your champions, your people who are involved in this to create the content you need for these modes to market. Then you're going to build the task list and the process to keep this going in a repetitive motion. These are going to be your people and processes, very important to make this a continual process. And then part 7, I want you to do it. Start to make it happen. You'll add more modes to marketing over time according to your plan. You'll do the ones you can now, grow it, and you want to build this into 7+ modes to market in a year, hopefully, maybe longer, but build it and make it consistent. And then in part 8 is where you add to it, as I just mentioned. So you're going to begin this. You're going to carry it out, and I would suggest that you have this ready to go in no more than a month once you begin the plan and the process of your applying an integrated selling service. Now the key is to build CRP, consistent, repeatable processes. I usually give you a quote or two when we talk, and I'm actually going to quote myself in this instance from my Renaissance methodology, a lot of my coaching and training, and even in my book here over my shoulder, which is CRP. You've heard that CPR saves lives. We've all heard that, and it does. But CRP, consistent, repeatable processes, saves and grows you and your business. And you need to create CRP in your entire self, organization, and especially in your applying an integrated selling service, the lead generation and the modes to market here. So you have your homework assignment. You can start to begin and plan for this to carry it out. It's going to take some time, but it's very important, and it's going to provide you a rich plethora of qualified buyers and people who will be interested in you, your organization, etc. So on that note, go get it. I wish you luck. Good hunting.